Can we please normalize men coming up to women again? I'm so annoyed that the feminist movement and all these like very entitled females now made it like almost basically impossible for a man to never not seem creepy. And I'm just like, here, like, what the heck? If you don't come up to me, I think you're a weak man. And you may not be. You probably aren't, because it'd be impossible for every man to be a weak man, especially at the gym that I go to. But, damn. The feminists really, really ruined many things. Shame on you, feminists.
I think a lot of men would rather be weak and stay out of trouble than to be strong by your standards and be sitting in the jail cell.
I want to know if this makes sense to you, okay? We meet in a bar, at a club, at a lounge, whatever the case may be. You see me walking up, hanging out with my friends, hanging out alone. You look me up and down because you're a man and you're eyeing up your prey. You see that I have a nice designer bag, that I clearly take care of myself. My hair and nails and tootsies are done. We proceed to date. You take me to nice places. We do nice things. Whatever, so on. All of this in an effort to get the cooch. And then when it comes down to brass tacks, and I want the same lifestyle that I have provided for myself for you to contribute to, you make a big fuss because it is not your job to do that. Why did you approach me? You knew from the look of me what it would take. If you think you're going to get $1 for 10 cents, you're living in delusion. This is how you men think. You think you can get a beautiful woman who clearly takes care of herself and does everything on her own, upper echelon of woman, okay? Don't go up to a Gucci and expect a foo-foo, okay? Do you see how stupid that is? Know your price range and stick to it. It's so stupid.
I mean, that sounds great until it doesn't. What you're trying to do, or what it sounds like, is, well, taking care of somebody is one thing. But then if what it sounds like you're trying to do is transfer your bills, no, I'm not doing that. That's not my job. You still have a job. You can still buy some of those things. It's just now you have a partner, so we're going to work together to accomplish the other things that we want to do as a team. You trying to make that man work overtime for you? Absolutely not.
Men, we need you to approach us at the coffee shop, at the gym. Yes, at the gym. Those of us that are single and open to dating, we want you to approach us. Please, if you see us, give you a signal. If we're giving you eye contact with a smile, if we are making sure to say hi when we see each other often, if we are coming up and asking you for help at the gym, for example, or, just little cues, right? The drop the handkerchief moment, so to speak. We are asking you to pursue us. We want a man who takes action, who has initiative, who is confident, right? And I know that there's a lot of guys who've had experience with just being yelled at, right? So don't approach someone who's completely closed off, right? Who's got headphones on, who's not looking at you. But give it a shot. If we're interested, we will be so happy that you took this step. So give it a shot, be open to it, and show us what you got.
I read this comment, and when you stop to think about it, it is disheartening. He said, he was joking at first. He said, wear a veil so we know. So he's kind of joking about that. But then he said, eye contact and smiles are common courtesy, not a sign. A lot of ladies say, oh, if I'm giving you eye contact, then that means I want you to come up. Not necessarily anymore. A woman can say, oh, I was just looking at the TV across the street, or across the gym, and you just happen to be there. Then they look at you like you're a creep.
Have y'all heard about the difference in girl hot and guy hot? Because I'm just finding out, one of my best friends is a guy, right? And so he's telling me how women find things on women attractive that men don't find attractive on women. So like lip filler, big eyelashes, all the really exaggerated features that women think are so beautiful. Men are not attracted to that at all. So like, my whole life's a lie.
You see the intent behind what a woman is doing. So if a woman has fake lashes on, you'll say, oh, I know the look that she was going for. That's beautiful. That's creative. That's very artistic. That's a very beautiful expression of her heart. That looks fantastic. So whether or not she's actually attractive doesn't actually matter anymore. It's more so the thought behind it, the look that she was going for, that makes her beautiful. Her heart is beautiful, so therefore she's beautiful. But a man sees it and he's like, that doesn't look good.
And honestly, this is no shade at all, but I want to be one of those wives that buys my husband things with my own money, not his money. And I won't be elaborating any further.
Every time I go to the gym, I see this guy, like, he's cute, and I can go at a random time and he's always there. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go shoot my shot. So today I shot my shot. I wrote like a little letter, a little note, and it was like, gym buddy with a smiley face. And I put my name and my number. So we'll see if he texts me. If not, I don't care. I'm going with this with friends. Hopefully this doesn't turn into Gym Crush Part 1 where it was just horrible. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Number 3, hack your personality. Ladies, those days are gone where you could just go sit and a man will walk up to you. This is the biggest dilemma in modern dating, that women are constantly complaining. No man is coming up to me. No man is coming up to me. A, you don't look approachable. You're not wearing the right colors, and you did not pack your personality. If you are on your phone, he's not going to come up to you. He's not, okay? Something else too, when you're going to the bar, don't be so quick to rush to the bar and buy yourself your first drink. No, this is the biggest, most common mistake. You want to peep the room, look at your surroundings, look at who's looking at you first, okay? I need you to size it, okay? There's 3 women to the left, there's 2 men to the right, and then you're going to position yourself.
You know, for some of these women, it's like, am I not important enough or special enough to be approached? Maybe I don't like you, but shoot, it would be nice to know that somebody sees me. Men don't really necessarily have a problem with that. It's just that they don't really get anything out of it. You're going to go on TikTok or whatever social media platform and blast the man and act like you, through your body language right now, weren't practically begging and desperate for attention. But you're going to paint the picture like, oh, these guys are too ugly and I can't get them off me. They just lined up everywhere.
I got you something for Father's Day.
For Father's Day? I'm not a father. Whatever it is Dad is wishing for, whatever Dad feels like doing, just do it. Dad has earned it. Have a great day. Dad.
Worked hard on this.
It looks beautiful. You did a really good job.
Yeah. Come on. Listerine. In case you need to rinse your mouth out. Hair ties, just in case you need to put your hair up. Just in case you get a little motion sickness. I'm covering all the bases.
All the bases. Clearly, you are ready to go.
I do not want you to hurt your knees. My doll. Let's get rid of some more excuses. So I got that, and I got a regular flavor just in case. To give you options.
Okay, in case I'm allergic.
Give you options, yes.
It's very thoughtful of you, honey.
And just in case everything was to go my way.
Father's Day gift.
Happy Father's Day, baby.
So today, I started to feel really anxious and overwhelmed, and my fiance gave me some really good advice and words of wisdom that honestly I've never thought about before, and I wanted to share it in case there's anybody else that feels this way and needs some encouragement.
This world so isn't made for men. I know we're supposed to pretend it's a man's world and it's so unfair for the ladies. No, I'm sorry. We take young boys, we stick them at a desk where they're supposed to sit for hours and hours like reading Jane Austen, and then we're like, oh no, they're not succeeding. Oh well, that's fine, we'll just medicate them. And then we expect them to go from that to cubicles in the workplace where they're just supposed to just tape away on their little laptops, you know, and then eat their sweet green salad, and then get home and walk their wife's hypoallergenic doodle. Men are supposed to be out hunting like thousands of years. They were engineered for stuff like that. And we're like, how about no?
The feminist movement needs to be taken out. I can't. Like, as a woman who enjoys being a woman, who like embraces the yin and yang, and like who wants to be in her soft era, who loves that she's a nurturing person, like, I think the feminist movement has gone so far from what it should have been or whatever was supposed to be. Like, I can't get behind it. And all these comments about you're setting women so far back, like, and then these women have the audacity to be like, men want us to pay for everything and they want their flowers. Like, yeah, because you're trying so hard to prove that you're masculine, that you're a man, that you can do it. Like, and if your household needs to have those reversed roles or whatever, or like that's the agreement, like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these people that don't even know what they're even fighting for anymore, what feminism is anymore, or what being a woman is anymore. I don't want to mow lawns. I don't want to work on cars. And I know it's so much deeper than that, but like, sometimes I do want to cook my man a sandwich or whatever. You don't cook a sandwich, but make him a sandwich if he did some crazy work for me all day.
My husband doesn't know this, but the reason I started waitressing again was to pay off all of his credit cards. I cannot wait to surprise him with a zero balance and to lift all that weight off of his shoulders.
Even though the women gonna talk stupid in the comments, I appreciate you for doing this for your man.
Day one of my series of things that I love it when women do it but hate it when men do it. Number one is vanity of any kind. When a woman knows that she's hot, I eat that shit up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Even if it makes her a bitch, even if it makes her a diva, I love it. I don't care. I'm like, absolutely queen. Absolutely, you're correct. When a man even just has like an inkling that he may be attractive, like if he's even confident that he's like a 6 out of 10, I find that to be repulsive and disgusting. Repulsive and disgusting and foul.
A woman in the comments said, facts. I'm giving you an instant follow. I can't wait for the series. This series of foolishness that's about to follow. The series of dumb takes. You can't wait for that?
I'm just saying that if someone has an option to make their lives functional for them and they find something that works for them and they're making an income for themselves, good for them. So and God obviously gave her the opportunity to do so.
God gave her the opportunity.
No, who's to say? Actually, who's to say that years down the line that this isn't going to be an awakening and opening a door for something else in the future?
What?
What is like the thing that's like bothering you?
You're wearing a cross. You've got a cross tattoo. You have literally a line above your link to your fans, to your says what? God first. You're clearly not putting God first, because if we habitually and continually, constantly, joyfully and frequently practice sin, we are not children of God.
You can still love God, but if you want to build a relationship with God, you have to let go of sin.
Me and my connection with God is like this, honey. Nobody at this panel or table is gonna
Does God want you to do?
No.
However I talk to God, or however my relationship is with God, or whatever my conversations were with God, it doesn't matter. It's nobody else's opinion but mine. It's my relationship with God. At the end,
she said it's nobody else's opinion but mine. and maybe most importantly God's. It's his opinion.
Do you trust your man around other women?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you trust other women around your man?
No.
If women don't even trust other women, why would they expect a man to trust women?
Do you even want to know why I'm not talking to you?
So what?
Do you even want to know why I'm not talking to you?
No, I trust and respect your decision.
Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
But there's this perception by women now. It's like you ask them, how would you rate yourself? And it's like, I'm a 10 plus. And I'm like, honey, do you have a mirror? I'm just being objectively honest about this, right? Not everyone is a 10 plus, right? And to walk through life, I understand the difference between, you want to be confident, right? Women are being taught now, be confident. Yeah, but you can't be deluded, right? You can't be deluded. Why not just say, yeah, you know what? I look pretty good. I don't know. I don't rate myself. I look pretty good but I wouldn't say I'm a 10 plus.
Why do men feel
feel as though just because y'all pay bills, y'all should automatically get the catered treatment.
Yeah, boys, don't worry, I got this. Sweetheart, my sister in Christ, have you ever paid bills for a full-grown individual? Do you understand the level of difficulty one must face when the well-being of a full-grown adult or a family is in the palm of your hands? Which ultimately means if you fuck, they fuck. And if paying your bills don't get me cater treatment, what the does it get me? Y'all are making it more and more difficult for men to even want to be providers for you. I swear. Y'all find every which way to tell the niggas, hey, bro, don't be that. Because I'm still trying to figure out where's the benefit. Is it just, I feel like a man? All that. There is no way you want me to believe my life only amounts to making something of myself just so I could pay bills for another woman and possibly some kids. Because if that's the deal, count me out. I'd rather step on a Lego blindfolded before I sign up for a deal like that. No, thank you. Keep it. It's all yours. But you know what? Don't mind me, because y'all ain't gonna listen to me anyway. Y'all keep the change.
And if you have to go to the gym for hours every day, it's not giving alpha, it's giving genetic inferiority, okay? I don't think you should be boasting so much about having to spend hours and hours at the gym, because it just signals that you have to work that much harder to get your beta little body with all its heightened estrogen levels to do what you want it to do. So maybe you should be more careful about, I don't know, posting how you get up at 2 a.m. to spend 5 hours working out and doing ice baths because your testosterone levels were flawed since birth. Darling, it's not giving alpha at all.
Have you ever thought that maybe they just enjoy it? Maybe it's become a hobby of theirs, and you know, it's something to brag on. Man, when I first started, I looked like some scrawny kid, but now, man, I work out 2-3 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and I love it, man. I love the way I look. I feel great. I think I'm doing better than I ever have. You ever think they just enjoy it after a while? Like the first priority was to build confidence and to look good and feel good. But then after a while, they met a couple of people in the gym and they said, hey man, these are my boys. These are my girls. They love me and I love them back. This is a community. This is a culture that, quite honestly, I never thought I'd be a part of. I never thought I'd get into all this stuff. I thought I'd just come up in here, do my reps, do my sets, drink a few things of water, go home and call myself healthy. But now that I'm in here, I've kind of gotten into it and I love it. And I really, really do enjoy it. I could be up here for maybe an hour or so, get some cardio in, get some sets in and go home. But I'm really enjoying this part of my life. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep it rolling. But of course, men can never have anything with women like this around.
I wanted to be with you though, like what are you keep talking about? But it's the fact that when we first started talking, you acted like you like really wanted to for me. And it's once I got pregnant, you start acting weird as fuck.
Bro, I told you, bro, I wasn't ready for no relationship. I wasn't trying to do none of that. I was just trying to be.
You talking about no relationship? You knew I wanted to be in a relationship with you. I been told you to stop with me. I told you to stop coming around me. I told you to stop coming to my house. You eating my food. You acting like you really mess with me. G, you don't for me for real this whole time. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Why though? After everything, we done been through a lot of shit together and you talking about you don't want to be with me.
Bro, I told you, bro, this coming too much. We just kicking it, bro.
How are we just kicking it? We got a whole 2-year-old. You always at my house. Why are you always at my house? Why are you always... Why are you always at my house? Coming over, I just don't understand. You kissing all over me, telling me you love me. Why are you doing this?
You let me do.
What?
That's what you want. So, okay, cool. I'm a boy. Of course I'm a... No.
Modern women will not take an ounce of accountability. How is this man getting in your house? How is he getting to your groceries? I don't understand it. Unless you're letting this man in. Take some accountability.
If there were no men in society, what would you be protecting us from?
Hi, my name's Roma, and when I was 16 years old, I was aggressively raped by a woman, beat the ever-living shit out of me, and threw me in a dumpster. And you know who pulled me out of that dumpster and called 911? An old man, 72 years old, walking with a walker, could barely lift himself, and he took me out of that dumpster, protected me, and got me help. Otherwise, I probably would have died in there. So to answer your question, just like how Lady J said, other women. Thank you.
Some of you guys are not good people at all. You're just not. And it's only a matter of time before y'all continue to chirp, and that's enough for y'all. Y'all's emotions are going to get out of hand, and y'all going to start putting y'all hands on somebody. And because there's no regulation or anything, y'all just live in a state of constant emotion, then somebody's going to get hurt, tragically hurt. And then it's going to be, we need law enforcement. But who's going to be strong enough to do it?
I'm an interracial dater, right? And I don't know if it's just me, but anytime I see a black man and a white woman, I'm just like, I don't know. But anytime I see a white man and a black woman, I'm like,
you know, I think you'll be okay if you just stop saying stupid stuff.
If you're in a relationship, would you let someone fly you out?
Absolutely.
While in a relationship?
Yeah.
What about your man? How do you think he'll feel about that?
Him. If somebody flies me out, period, I'm out. You only live once. I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces too, by the way. I'm so over people justifying behavior with their horoscope sign. Like, I'm done. Oh, I'm not mean to people. This is how I talk because I'm Capricorn. No, you're an asshole. Astrology can only go so far from me. Like, you can come at me and tell me what you think, but astrology can only go so far.
On today's episode of the dumbest shit been on the internet, this got up here and said, I'm gonna try to say it verbatim. She says that if she's in the club with her friend and you come up to her as a man trying to talk to her, meaning buy her a drink, shot, or food, you have to buy her friend something. You cannot just leave her friend empty-handed because they're a team, they're equal. My take on that now is that when I want a friend and get her number, I bet you're gonna have a problem with it. Oh, you just said y'all was a team and y'all equal. Looks like you don't know math, because I don't know what the fuck talking about. I gotta buy your friend a drink because I like you? Matter of fact, I don't even like you no more because you sound stupid as flight. We'll do anything and say anything to get some free shit. At this point, go to Costco's and lap around that 3 times and get samples. Y'all been so whack, like.
I love when girls break up with their boyfriend. Thank you. Yes! Yes! An angel has gained its wings again. Thank you. Please keep doing this. Break up with him.
These people genuinely exist. Like, this level of hating has to be studied. People breaking up is your only source. It's my only source of joy? My God, what a hard life you've had. Hating this bad, 24/7, it has to take a toll on you.
Man would never.
Would never.
A man would never.
No, you would have had to do it all. Beginning to end. Plan, chairs, towels, noodles, food.
Would a man remember a tablecloth?
It's not a man would never. It's not a man would never. A man doesn't need those. He doesn't need. It's not even in the zeit. A tablecloth? What are you talking about, dude? It's not even in the zeitgeist, bro. The dude hang, you don't need the chairs. You don't need the towels. Cooler, beer, you stand, drink, shoot the shit. That's it. We don't even need a toilet. Piss in the yard, dude. It's like, it's not even a would never. It is do not need. Also, this isn't a knock on the ladies. Do you want a tablecloth and snacks and whatever the foliage, like a hat or something? Go nuts. Enjoy your thing. But dudes aren't doing that because we're incapable. It's not even necessary to the good time, bro. Tablecloth for fun? No. Follow me.
Imagine saying, I'm more superior than you are because I bought a tablecloth out here. Are you slow?
Men wear socks that don't even go to the ankle. They go up above, like that little thing, so like they can wear loafers. And no, absolutely not. You're going bare feet, raw dog it in that.
Men smoke watermelon vapes, Sarah. There's
Fucking
nothing worse than
crazy.
seeing a tattooed 6'4" man pull out a watermelon vape. And I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette I'm like, can you just die?
What? What?
A lot of the men are not gonna like this, but it's the truth. When a woman plays you and you're thinking, oh, I still hit though, you actually lost, because if she never liked you to begin with, she doesn't care that you used her for her body, because statistically, most women do sleep around, so they don't care. You're just another number for them. And to be honest, from what I've seen, there are men out there who don't care about a female's past, and they're still gonna treat her right. So who truly lost if you used her, and in the end, she just gets with a better guy? The fact that you have the mindset of like, oh, I still hit though, to be honest, that is very funny, and I enjoy seeing comments like that if it is a joke. But to the guys that are serious, like, you truly lost, because she's never really liked you to begin with. And also, she's probably making fun of your game to other...
Why would that man care? I guess would be my question. He wouldn't. It's a transaction. I'm getting something out of it. Hopefully, you're getting something out of it. But at the end of the day, I got what I needed and I moved on down the road. I'm not trying to continue seeing you. If you find a man that's worse than me or better than me, more power to you. When is the wedding? I'd love to come. Congratulate you guys, get you a gift. But that was just a transaction.
Just being honest, ladies, the way y'all treat some of these men out here, I know you wouldn't dare want a female treating your son like this. Okay, you wouldn't dare want your son to be out here looking and acting like no trick. So it just baffles me how y'all come with this energy. I don't know if y'all too consumed in social media and the facade that's all on the internet, but that man is not obligated to do for you unless you're his girl or his wife. He's just not. The entitlement is crazy.
One of the weirdest things about being like a pretty enough girl or whatever in New York, or maybe this happens everywhere and I've just like never really been single before, but like it's so weird how many guys think that you're just down to engage in like they'll start out being like, oh, like, can I get your number, like, and then if you're like, no, they're like, well, I'll give you money. Baby, this just made your case a lot worse.
It's actually pretty refreshing to hear that money isn't something that moves you. For a lot of these women, aka Shira 7 and the young ladies that listen to what she's talking about, this is the gateway to their heart.
If I see a cute guy in public, I'm like, just 20 seconds of insane courage, just always say what you feel and just don't leave anything unspoken, because that's that you just don't have time to regret things.
I love that so much. 20 seconds of insane courage.
That is from a movie from We Bought a Zoo. I can't take that as my own quote, but I swear that I live by that quote now. The quote is, sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage, and I promise you something great will come of it. And I think that's so powerful. It was my iPhone wallpaper for a while.
Yes, ma'am. I have full body chills right now. I think if more of us lived that way, right? Like, that's a powerful statement.
I just had this thought that we as girls are always looking out for guys as red flags. Like, is he emotionally available? Does he still talk about his ex? What is his response time? Like, all this like stuff you see on TikTok. And then at the end of the day, when you find somebody that is emotionally available, that is like, hey, I really like you, like I want to be serious and I want to date you, you kind of pull back and then you start being emotionally available. You start responding like every 5 hours, and as soon as he texts you, you're just like cringing on your phone and being like, why is he sending you like a picture of him? I'm a true believer in that universe is just like saying that this is not your right person, because if it was, two people would be on the same page, and it doesn't matter if you are or he is or not emotionally available. If it's the right person, it's just gonna happen. So I don't know, you tell me.
So you're looking for validation, and once you got it, you started wasting his time, basically. And now you're talking about the universe, as if the universe made you make these dumb decisions. You guys need to really get some rest.
If you hate women so much, why don't you just date men?
I never said I hate women.
You said women deserve less. Isn't that hating them? Why don't you just date men?
Number one, I don't hate women. And I like how you immediately came to that conclusion. I think if anything, we need to give women less because we care about them. Women want a guy that is attractive. And attraction a lot of times comes from you being dominant and assertive and not necessarily listening to everything that she wants. And you're being a boss. So I think you're actually doing her a service by making her work for your validation, your attention as a man.
That's just your preference. I don't know how many women you meet like that, but like, not all women are the same.
The reality is most women don't want to be in a relationship with a guy who isn't competent, leadership traits, attractive, tall, good shape, etc. Women want a guy.
That's
that
what
has
you
his stuff
want in a
together.
man. Why do you keep describing what women want in a man? Like you're just
Because it's a fact.
it's
Biological
not a fact. You're describing what you want in men.
Okay, good one. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been shown throughout time that women have a pretty narrow attraction trigger base of what they like in men.
And you have a narrow attraction trigger base too. You just want women with 0 body counts and all that.
Okay. That's not what I said. I think you're misrepresenting my position, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you like men.
Okay, good one.
There's a couple of dudes in the comments, well, a few of them, I think, talking about she's right. She's right in the fact that not every woman wants the same thing. She's not right in the fact that women pretty much want a man, not necessarily to be dominant, but they want a man to be able to dominate his space. They want a man to be able to take charge because they're going to want to, as they say, submit to the man. They're going to want a man that's a leader. Eventually, it don't matter what you say, don't matter how you say it. A woman somehow naturally is going to look at the man most of the time and say, go ahead and lead. There's going to get, at some point in time, they're going to be like, you know what? Today, this month, this year is just not my year. And I need my rock to help me out. You've got to be competent enough for me to say, go ahead and take it. If you don't show me through our dating/courting phase that you're going to be able to take care of me, protect me, and provide for me during the times that I'm down, I don't want to have anything to do with you at all. So a man has to know those things. He has to be competent. So Myron is actually right. You're going to want a man that's dominant in that way. A man that can command, a man that can take control of his space. That I don't know why that's up for debate.
I'm a firm believer that if you're dating a man, you should not be showing him wife tendencies, wife skills, wifey traits until that man finds it. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine.
This is a perfect example of why you do not take advice from random people on TikTok, and I guess I'm being hypocritical because I'm about to give some advice. For those who don't know, this is a girl who makes a lot of dating videos, and this girl is telling you not to basically show tendencies that would make you look like a long-term partner until a man earns it. And wouldn't you guess it, most of her content is about how she struggles in the dating market.
I let myself get excited over a man. Good morning. No, it wasn't worth it, but for a different reason.
She doesn't understand how she clearly is the problem in most of her videos. Like literally she has in her most viral video of her crying in her car talking about her financial problems. And then in her second most viral video, it's her trying to give an excuse for the fact that she's in credit card debt, but she uses all of her money to go on expensive trips. You shouldn't have to wait until you're 60 years old to go and travel the world. Maybe if you were more financially responsible, you wouldn't have to wait until your 60s to go and travel the world. But anyways, let's get back to her point. Saying something as dumb as don't show a man wife tendencies, and by wife tendencies, I guarantee you all this girl means is like treat a guy respectfully, you know, be nice to him, like maybe, I don't know, like help him out like with things that he needs help with. Don't do that until he earns it. Don't do that until he earns it. And by earns it, you mean like treats you as if you're his wife, like treats you respectfully, takes you out, takes care of you, does nice things. It's almost like, you know, you want that, but you won't give it, which seems to be the commonality with all of these girls who make videos complaining about the fact that they can't find anybody. They constantly want, and then they don't give anything in return. A lot of these girls mistake the fact that they have high standards with high expectations of other people. Having high expectations is when you want something, but you don't provide anything at all. Having high standards is me saying, hey, I go to the gym. I want the girl that I'm with to go to the gym. Imagine doing this in any other context. Like imagine basically saying like, yeah, listen, if you want to be promoted to a manager at a job, don't act like a manager. Just act like a normal employee, and then your boss should just promote you because, you know, he should just assume that when you get the title of being a manager, you'll suddenly become one. That is not how it's going to work. And so many of these girls are constantly afraid to just show that they care about somebody because of the feeling that they're afraid of doing something and it not being reciprocated. I personally would rather give my everything and know that I put full effort into a girl or just in general a relationship than sit there and not try and blame it on, well, listen, they didn't earn it yet. The moral of the story is maybe you should take your own advice because self-awareness is definitely not key, but that's just my opinion. But hey, what do you think?
For some of these women, a man has to break his back, almost quite literally, in order to win over the woman, even 20%. That man has to put forth effort upwards of 10,000% to even get maybe 20% effort out of her. Oh, well, I'll throw a little something your way. As if I'm a dog. I'll throw you a little bone. As if I'm an animal. As if I'm waiting at your every beck and call. these women, man. Anyway, just clown behavior.
What do you mean exactly by consistency? Consistency.
Like, show me consistently that you're interested in me.
Okay.
Because I feel like the men are the providers, the men are the hunters.
Mm-hmm.
The men go, you know, the Bible say if a man find a good thing, you know, he finds a wife.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go looking for husbands; they look for us.
Yeah, that's the traditional
like,
way. Yeah.
Yeah, but nowadays it's like I don't know what's going on in the air, or whatever. But when I see a man that is actually masculine, know what he wants, and he goes for it. Nowadays, a lot of these men want the woman to chase them. Like, it's like, you the woman and I'm the man now? I'm pursuing you?
I mean, you out here picking it up and shit. I'm joking.
Well, what's going on in the air is that you guys are not actually wives. You guys are not actually wives. You're just women. And women don't get married. You marry a wife. You marry somebody that is acting as a wife would and happy to perform the duties as a wife, not just some random woman.
I'm gonna tell y'all about the time we went on a 2-man and my homegirl cried in the corner while I got. This was when we was on our 2-man tour, and we actually just was trying to go to a party that night. And back then, when I was in college, we didn't never know where the parties was gonna be at. Sometimes we knew through Twitter, but most times we just went to 704 East Lizzie Street in Greensboro, and we would find a party somehow. So we pull up and we hear the sounds of music. We go upstairs and we follow the sounds, and we do find a party, but the party was just getting started, so there was nobody in there for real. So we go back out into the hallway to, like, you know, let it marinate or whatever. We ended up seeing 2 boys that we hadn't knew from partying. You know, if you party all the time, you go out all the time, you start to see the same people. You don't know their names or nothing, but y'all start speaking, y'all get friendly. We was like that. We had been seeing them for maybe like years, like year maybe. Cause we was party girls. We went to every party every weekend. They like, y'all could come chill with us until the party get jumpy, you know, like just come chill. They stayed in the same apartment complex. Keep in mind, me and my homegirl was sober. Somehow we got onto the conversation of, and one of the boys was like, oh, I actually am prescribed them, so I have some if y'all want to pop one in. We like, duh. We like, hold on, let's play our theme song. We start playing Crack Rock by Frank Ocean. They staring at us like we crazy as hell. We didn't even give a no. We just in a corner theme. Crack rock, crack rock. I'm on so can you push swingy? We pop our of course, party was canceled at that point because we zooted and blooted. So we ended up spending the night with the boys now, but they did not stay in the same apartment. They both stayed in that complex, but they stayed in different apartments, and me and my homegirl did not want to split up. So we both slept in that boy's room. My homegirl and her dude step on the bed. Me and my dude step on the floor in the corner. Now, before I fully pass out, I hear my homegirl having a good time on that bed. I'm like, you throw, Kyle. And I pass out. I wake up the next day like, gang, I forgot I did hit one of his. So somehow my homegirl and that boy had ended up off the bed, and they was on one side of the bed and we were on the other side of the bed. So me and my dude in the corner, you know, going at it. I hear the other boy telling my homegirl, yeah, you don't want to do it again. Like, they over there, you know. And she literally starts busting out crying. Her tears was louder than my mom's. So, you know what? I kind of started holding in my mom's to be respectful to her. Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to enjoy getting hit from the back and you just going through it. I hear her weeping and telling his man, I cheated on my boyfriend, which confused me because it don't matter. Dan had cheated on that man. She was cheating on that man every day. But now that I think about it, maybe I could have stopped. But no, I didn't though. I finished getting I did not give a because I knew them tears was fake. Maybe they wasn't though. Maybe I was a fake friend. We left after the week to get pancakes from IHOP and listen to Lemonade album by Beyonce. Anyways, there's me.
These modern women are going to continue to be on their very worst behavior. And then in 10 to 15 years ask, where are the good men at? I'm looking for one to settle down now. I want one.
I am a firm believer that if you're dating a man, you should not be showing him wife tendencies, wife skills, wifey traits until that man earns it. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine and she was like, yeah, like reorganized his cabinets and like, you know, gave him like a dish tray and like gave him something of mine so that his life could be a little bit more organized and better. Oh my God. I almost gifted a man a plant. Like I almost went out and bought a nice plant because I was like, oh, this would look really nice in your apartment. And you said you kind of thought you would like one. Like I almost went and like brought this man a plant. And then he like dead ass disrespected me that night. You gotta earn that. I'm glad I didn't do it because like, wow. No, you don't deserve the wife traits until you treat a woman right. And then you get the wife traits. And then I'll cook for you. And then I'll do the things that you would have never realized made your life better. Ever. Until you get like a good woman, all right? But the key is to treat her right. And then she will give you those skills, okay? And girls, if you're giving the man the wife traits before he deserves that, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Literally stop. Till that man punches it. You know what I mean? Like seriously. Like women, we think like, oh, we want to show him that we can be like a wife. No. If you love a man, you will show him, you know, all the things that make his life better. You don't just give it to him.
I know Santiago watched it and gave his opinion. This is a terrible take. This is a terrible take. He's got to earn it. He's got to earn a plant. You can buy those for $20 at Walmart. He's got to earn that. He's not worthy of a $20 plant. Let's say you give him a $50 plant. The man has been paying $150 for dates. And he's not worthy of a plant? A $50 plant? After 3 dates? What's 150 times 3? He's not worthy of that? You guys really have to get over yourselves at some point in time. You want that man through anything and everything to be constant, to be steady. No matter how far I flip out on you. I've been looking at TikToks of women going through menopause, flipping out on their husband. Husband tries to give them a hug. Get off me, don't touch me. Talking about, man, I know I'm flipping out, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to control it. I'm so mean to my husband. A woman said, we've been together for 31 years. I'm so mean these days. And a husband has to endure that. He has to endure you intentionally making his life miserable. Well, it's not me, it's my menopause. I get it. But a man is expected to find a way around your shortcomings. He's expected to find a way around the stuff that you be doing that be making him mad, making his life harder, making his day more difficult, stressing him out, and still do it with a smile on his face, love you, never let down, never say. And imagine if you're going through menopause and you're having all those emotions and changes. I want you to be emotionally vulnerable to me. How can I? You're already overwhelmed. I can't put that on you. I can't put more on you. Imagine if you're pregnant or it's your time of the month. Oh, open up to me. How can I? How can I? You're already going through so much, physically and emotionally. I have to be the rock. A rock never moves. People kick rocks over all the time. They throw rocks across the pond, skipping rocks. They love to do it. I used to love to do it. Throw it over the mountain, rock slide down a hill. You beat a rock up, you stomp on a rock, you kick a rock, punch a rock, you mad. There's a whole bunch of stuff that people do to rocks because they're hard and they can take it. And a rock never says anything. But if you hit a rock hard enough at the right angle and over time, then that rock cracks. That rock will break. Boy, you gotta be a strong rock. You gotta be an alpha, a double alpha male. The rock's gonna break at some point in time if you keep on messing with it like that over time. Oh, that's why I'm looking for a man. $100,000, that ain't nothing. Well, you need to have at least I say 500,000. It doesn't matter. Your mindset is wrong. So you'll continue every single day to throw that rock off the cliff. And then when you get down to the end of the cliff, oh, it ain't broken yet. Let me see how much more it can take and throw it off. Oh, you can pay 150. You can pay 150. You can pay 150. Oh man, we can go on this vacation over here. We can go over here for this vacation. We can do this. We can do that. Oh, I just want to be myself. I just want to go out with my girls. Oh, I want to go on another girl's trip. Oh, and another girl's trip. Stay here and take care of the kids. Don't you have a mom? Give them to your parents and you go out with the boys. You're too far out. You're too far out. What you doing? Come on back to the shore. I'm fishing with my buddies. You're too far out. I don't want you that far. Where you at? You've been golfing all day. I've been all day with the kids. You just came off on another girls trip where you was gone for a week. Talking about you going through stuff and you need me to support you. Huh? But you won't even buy me a plant. All right. Why would... I'm just making the case, why would men want that? Why would men want that? How is that a good deal? I sign up for 30 to 40 years of you just throwing me off a cliff every day. Not not literally. Metaphorically. Doing me wrong. Not giving your best effort. I saw a guy in the comments. He said, I can't agree with this take. I don't advocate for halfway doing anything in life. Man or woman, put your best foot forward for the person you are interested in every time. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but you are 100% doing what you should always try to do. A man all the time would have to give you 110%. All the time, 200%. Go above and beyond. I need 300% from you. And then the next one, oh, she got 300%. I'm going to do 400%. And then y'all get up to 1,000%. And then men said, that's not even real. That don't even exist. Well, I'm praying to God. He's not going to send it. He's not going to send it to you at all. You're not the one. It's not worth it, man. It just isn't. If a woman is requiring you to do that type of stuff, and this is not to say that you should treat women with disrespect or do women wrong or not try to do anything for women, but it's not worth it. And I'm sorry to say that. You are not worth that. You're worth it as a human being for respect and love and all that stuff, but just you're not worth saying, well, let's go on a vacation, $4,000 or $5,000 vacation, $10,000 vacation, and then turn around and be like, well, you made me mad, so I ain't gonna buy you these Jordans, or I ain't gonna buy you this $400 or $500 birthday dinner after I just took you on a $10,000 vacation. I just bought you a car as a push present, man. And now you're upset and you're in your feelings. Oh, I'm not taking you out for your birthday. I'm not giving you this for Father's Day. That $200 gift, I took it back. It's already gone. I'll send it back. And then you get on TikTok embarrassing me, talking about how I don't deserve. Man, no.